Right now, your daily life is governed by an invisible current. Every turn in your car, every tap of your credit card, and every message you send relies on a constant, uninterrupted stream of unseen data. But at 8 a.m. on a Tuesday, that stream stops. There is no warning and no buffering icon. The network doesn't slow down, it simply ceases to exist. Across the country, 300 million smartphones suddenly lose their purpose. Wi-Fi symbols vanish, bars of signal drop to zero, screens display the same dead end, no internet connection. In an instant, the digital architecture that supports modern travel, commerce, and communication has evaporated. The first reaction is a wave of collective habit. Millions of people reflexively restart their routers and frantically swipe at frozen screens, waiting for the world to reload. But the news feeds remain empty. Social media is locked on the final images posted before the blackout. The information vacuum is immediate and total. This illustrates digital permanence bias, the psychological assumption that the internet is a fixed part of our environment, as reliable as the air we breathe. As the first day ends and the screens remain dark, the initial annoyance shifts into a quiet, widespread anxiety. For the first time in decades, the nation faces a night of total silence. Day one proves that before we even feel the physical or economic effects of a blackout, we feel the psychological weight of being disconnected. By day three, the crisis moves from the individual to the system. The loss of entertainment is now eclipsed by the total collapse of trade. Modern payment gateways require a round-trip signal to a cloud server to authorize a single purchase. Without that signal, every credit card in the country is just a useless piece of plastic. Millions of attempted transactions hit a wall. With digital payments dead, everyone turns to cash, creating bank runs that ATMs cannot satisfy. The bank failure creates a logistical bottleneck. Shipping companies cannot verify manifests, airlines cannot process fuel payments, and delivery trucks remain idle. Without the ability to move data, we lose the ability to move goods. The modern economy has been revealed as a system built almost entirely on digital trust. By the second week, the friction of life without the network becomes an exhausting full-time struggle. Communities are forced to reinvent how they operate on the fly. Hospitals struggle with patient care without cloud-based medical histories. Local governments cannot coordinate services or maintain water and power. We see a forced return to analog operating systems. Doctors and clerks are digging out paper ledgers, and information is now carried by physical couriers instead of light-speed pulses. The remote work economy has entirely vanished. Businesses that lived entirely in the cloud have shuttered, leaving a workforce that no longer has a way to log in or get paid. By day 20, the focus has shifted from when will it come back to how do we get through today. The country is now running on the slow, heavy gears of manual resilience. 1 month in, the physical world has gone quiet. The massive warehouses that once hummed with data-driven logistics now stand largely empty. The national economy is in a state of severe shock, but the people within it are undergoing a different kind of change. With no digital worlds to retreat into, people are spending their time in the physical one. We see stronger reliance on local neighborhoods, face-to-face communication, and a pace of life that hasn't been seen in generations. It is a strange contrast. While the high-speed systems of the country have broken down, the basic social fabric of the community is becoming more tightly knit. Then, as suddenly as it left, the light returns. All at once, devices across the nation reconnect. The data begins to flow again. The reaction is a mix of relief and hesitation. People rush to clear their inboxes, but many find themselves pausing, looking at their screens, and remembering the month of silence. The stress test reveals a sharp divide. Our systems, our banks, hospitals, and supply chains are entirely dependent on the internet to function, but our social lives have proven they can still exist in the space between the wires. After seeing the world go dark, look at your phone. What part of your life would be the hardest to lose if the connection never returns?